Hi everyone, very good afternoon to all of you. I hope you all are doing good. So I welcome you on our another video, which is again going to be on a very special topic, and I would say this is going to be on a very important report from an examination perspective. That is our global gender gap report 2025. Now the word itself says everything about it, है ना. अब आपको कुछ ऐसे एक्स्ट्रा सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है कि मैम ये जो पर्टिकुलर रिपोर्ट है इसके अंदर होगा क्या एग्जैक्टली. यू कैन जस्ट सी द द नेम ऑफ द रिपोर्ट इटसेल्फ दैट हियर वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट जेंडर गैप. बेटा मैं बहुत बार ये चीज बोलती हूँ कि व्हेनेवर यू रीड सम कंसेप्ट, व्हेनेवर यू रीड एनी ऑफ द कंसेप्ट, फर्स्टली ट्राई टू डिकोड द कंसेप्ट इटसेल्फ, द वर्ड इटसेल्फ. सो हियर दिस सेज व्हाट, दिस इज आवर ग्लोबल जेंडर गैप रिपोर्ट which tells us about the gender contribution, or that is in 4 dimensions here. Okay, we'll just cover each and everything in the coming slides, but what is important here to know कि ये जो global gender report है ना, ये क्या बताता है कि हमारा जो gender है, फिर जो हमारा जो contribution है by every gender that we have, जो contribution है is that equal in a manner, या फिर कौन कौन से ऐसे सेक्टर्स हैं जहां पे जो जेंडर कंट्रीब्यूशन है दैट इज नॉट इक्वल. नाउ व्हाई इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट टू कंसीडर, बिकॉज वी हैव व्हेन इट कम्स ऑन टू मेन, व्हेन इट कम्स ऑन टू फीमेल आल्सो, व्हेन इट कम्स ऑन टू मेन विमेन बोथ. So equal participation is very much important if we want our economy to grow and develop in a manner. Why? Because we have men and women, when they contribute in a different way, and the maximum is the participation, the maximum will be the results. So when it comes on to examining, when it comes on to analyzing a country's growth or development and development, it is very important to analyze the gender parity also. It is also very important to analyze that how much is the contribution in that particular country or in that particular economy. That is the reason this particular report plays a huge important role, because we have to analyze. We read many a times ना कि जो rural areas है उसमें इतना contribution है, जो urban areas है उसमें इतना contribution है, but this will tell us a global perspective that which country is ranking best, and that too rank is here accorded and the rank here is in between 0 to 1. अगर बेटा rank 1 है तो it means there is high parity. Okay, I hope you people are able to see. No, so if beta, I'm just giving you a crux of it. Okay, baki in the coming slides we'll read everything. If it is 1, the rank or the scores are in between 0 to 1, which are given here. If the score which is given to any of the particular economy is near to 1 या फिर 1, that means 1 means complete parity. मतलब यहाँ पे equal contribution है, which is again a hypothetical situation. We cannot assume complete participation, but the maximum, I would say, if the scores is just near to 0, that ensures that particular economy has a high participation. It means both women and men are contributing equally. So जितना इसके 1 के पास होगा, it means that country is performing best. If the gap is wider in a manner, it means कि जितना ज़्यादा 0 के करीब होगा, so it means कि जो country है उसमें participation जो है ना वो कहीं ना कहीं lack कर रहा है, and that particular economy needs to work on it. So we'll also see now what is important from our examination perspective here. The rank itself, we'll see top 10 ranks, and we'll see the worst 10 ranks also. It is also very important to understand that which is the one who organizes it, as in which one is the one who launches it. So you have World Economic Forum here, who comes up with this report, and which edition it is. This is 19th edition. So one question is this. Okay, this is important to remember. Another question, this is the 19th report of this, and the analysis will be whatever the analysis will we'll see. Maybe a question can come in a case study type question, maybe objective type question पूछा जाए case study बना के tell me कि which report I am talking about. Maybe examiner can ask you. Similarly, it is also very important, that is the reason it is also very important to go with these things, as in कि जो World Economic Forum है वो इसको launch करता है, वो इसको publish करता है. Also this year's was the 19th edition. Also in the coming slides we'll see कि हमने बात करी किसकी, कि जो participation है वो indicators के ऊपर based होती है. We have 4 major indicators that we'll also see in the coming slides. Okay, so before I completely decode this particular report, it is very important for all of you to know that on this 21st of June we are going to organize one session for all of you people, since exam is near, and also most of the people, you know, could have started preparing for the next year exams also. So it is very important for you people to have a roadmap, clear roadmap. 60-day study plan we are going to conduct here with, you know, Anil sir. और timings क्या रहने वाली हैं, that is going to be 4 p.m. and here we'll completely analyze, we'll completely see a roadmap which is again going to be very, very helpful for all of you. So you need not to do anything, but you need to register yourself. The link will be there in the description box. All you need to do is to, you know, remember the date, that is 21st of June 2025, and the timings are going to be 4 p.m. and here we'll know, you know, you can ask your doubts as well. We'll know each and everything that is related to your examination. Okay, now starting with it, as in I have already told you that when it comes on to global gender gap index, so who releases it, beta, who publishes it? We've just discussed World Economic Forum. Okay, and for the first time it was released in the year of 2006. This is also one of the, you know, essence of the historical perspective. Then which publication is of this year, that is 19th publication. Okay, also it is very important to remember beta कि जब हम global index की बात करते हैं, फिर जब हम global gender gap index framework की बात करते हैं, so you have 4 major contributions here, या फिर you can say कि 4 major groups हैं. इनके अंदर हमें we have to analyze कि इनके अंदर जो participation is that equal in a manner or not. So you have 4 groups. Okay, that is what one is beta your economic participation as well as opportunity. Next is in terms of education, that is education attainment. Next is in terms of your health as well as survival, and the fourth one is a major one, that is your political empowerment. So यहाँ पे जब हम calculate करते हैं, when we calculate scores, when we calculate the economy's participation, so these major 4 categories are taken into consideration कि इन 4 categories में जो participation है, is that equivalent in a manner or not? Of course we can never, you know, assume complete parity. Completely एक 1 की equal कभी भी नहीं हो सकता. That is somewhere another hypothetical situation, and this is not, you know, easy to achieve also, and this is not possible to achieve as well, but the maximum participation should be near to it. Okay, हो सकता है 0.977 हो सकता है 0.980 हो, but it is never 1. So we see that these 4 categories are the important one. This is also very important to understand as well as remember also. Okay, next thing that we have is about this particular information, as in कि जैसे मैंने आपको बताया कि जो हमारा जो स्कोर है, that is in between beta what 0 to 1. अगर 1 के आसपास है, it means the maximum parity, you know, we have. अगर हो सकता है कि जो हमारी maximum parity है वो गई है 0.970. Okay, it means that country will be ranked 1, and if it is worse in a situation, I would say that if it is, you know, near to 0 only, maybe 0.1 something, 0.240 something, 0.340 something, so accordingly ranks will be given. Okay, it is also very important to understand the situation of India also, and accordingly we'll see and we'll compare also. Okay, कि 2024 से हमारी situation क्या है, have we improved or have our ranked जो हमारा rank है that is below, that has gone below. So we'll analyze each and everything. Okay, now coming on to this particular thing which I have already told you, that a parity score of 1 indicates what? Full parity, which is impossible to achieve. Okay, this is not possible to achieve for a great economy to go to the full number. Okay, that is equivalent to 1 only. Of course it will be near to 0, but it cannot be equivalent to 1. So this shows us full parity, and a score that is above 1 is truncated to 1 for interoperability. Now the gender gap is the distance from the full parity, and in addition to the 0 to 1 scale, the index also expresses the progress towards the gender parity as a percentage, indicating the extent to which the gender gap has been close to 0 to 100% of scale. For example, अगर हमारे पास जो score है that is near to 0.441 है ना, तो इसका जो परसेंटेज आएगा वो बेटा क्या आएगा, दैट विल बी 44.1% समथिंग. ओके, सो हियर विल गेट टू नो कि जो हमारी परसेंटेज है एंड अकॉर्डिंगली परसेंटेज जो है वो दी जाती है, एंड वी विल आल्सो गेट टू नो कि जो परसेंटेज है वो कहाँ पे रैंक करती है, दैट इज राइट फ्रॉम 0 to 100%. ओके, दिस इज व्हाट इट कवर्स. नाउ इट इज आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू कवर कि हाउ मेनी इकोनॉमीज हैव बीन टेकन इनटू कंसिडरेशन. सो वी हैव 148 countries. Okay, 148 economies specifically which have been taken into consideration, and accordingly rank is given. Okay, अगर हम इंडिया का रैंक देखेंगे कितना आया, that is 131st. So out of 148 countries, India has ranked 131. Okay, now this is the top 10 performing the economies that we have. First here is Iceland. Okay, jiska score kitna hai? That is 0.926. That is very very near to 1. Okay, so I've already told you that it cannot be fully 1. That is little hypothetical situation, and but it can be near to 1 only. So this is what 0.926. This is what the score, or I would say when I compare it with the 2024. So यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा decrease आया है, that is a minor decrease, but yes, it is the first one, that is Iceland. Now next one we have is Finland. That जिसका जो score है वो कितना है? That is 0.879. Again we have Norway, that is ranked third. उसका score कितना है? That is 0.863. Then we have United Kingdoms, that is that is with 0.838 score. Then we have New Zealand, that is with 0.827 score. Then we have Sweden with score 0.817. Then we have Republic of Moldova, that is with score 0.813. Then we have Namibia, that is with score 0.811. Then we have Germany as well as Ireland with the scores 0.803 and 0.801. You can just compare them with the previous 2024 also. In the rank change, the major change that we see is in United Kingdom, that is with +10, and then we have Republic of Moldova, that is with what? That is with +6. So they've improved over the period of time within the time period of 1 year. Then we have the worst performing states here, the economies here. So Egypt is 139th here with the score 0.625. Okay, so this shows what? That the score is near to 0 now. Okay, it started come down and it is just near to 0 now. Then we have Mali with 0.617. Then we have Algeria with 0.614, Niger 613, Democratic Republic of the Congo, that is with score 0.601. Then we have Geneva, which is with with the score of 0.595. Yes. Then Iran with a score of 0.583. Then we have Chad with 0.571, Sudan with 0.570, and Pakistan is the worst performing economy here, which is of course with the score of 0.567. So you can just see, you can just compare with the previous year also when it comes on to Pakistan. So it has reduced, the rank has been reduced by 3 points here. Okay, now coming on to the analysis of कि जो हमारा gender gap जो index है, क्या इसने improve करा है या फिर इसने reduce करा है over the period of time, what is the performance? So at a macro perspective, it has improved, that is by 4.8 percentage points, right from 64.1%, that was the situation of 2004 beta, to what? 69% in 2025. So this is also important to understand as well as remember from your examination perspective. Okay, now this is the highest score to date above the pre-pandemic levels, spaced over 19th edition. The total gain over the gender yields a yearly average is what? Of 0.5 percentage point. This is also important to remember. Now Iceland is the best performing country here. That is the most gender equal country for 16 years in a row. Now you consider the statement itself that it has been the same. It is when it comes on to gender parity, when it comes on to equal contribution, so it has been the same from past consecutive 16 years, and which was a huge thing. Then when it comes on to European countries, they are also performing their best, make up 8 of the top 10 countries that we have just analyzed. Okay, now when it comes on to the further analysis of it, as in the further categories that we have, so we say that political empowerment with a total gain of 9% here, 9% points, with the original score of 14.3% to the latest one, what? To the latest one of 23.4%. Now compared to 2024, the result from this edition notably improved a little 1%, that is 0.8%. Now what is important here? This is, okay, this information, that the total gain of political empowerment is 9 percentage points, the original score of 14.3% to the latest, what? That is 23.4%. Okay, now we come on to economic participation and opportunity. So it has gained 5.6 percentage points. Okay, so it has gained by 5.6 percentage points. This is important beta. From 2006, now comparison has been made here. Okay, right from the first publication till the 19th one, what is the participation or what is the improvement here? So right in the 2006, the score was 15.1 percentage to 2025, that is 60.7 percentage. This is also important to remember. Similarly, educational attainment, it has increased its initial, that was of score 90.8% to 95.7% in 2025. So comparison here is important to remember beta. Okay, now comparing health and survival. So the initial score that was of 2006, that was 96.3, which has since decreased. Okay, when it comes on to health and survival, it has decreased to, that is a minor one, but yes, it has decreased, that is to 96.1% in 2025. Okay, so this is important to remember. These are the 4 pointers which was very important to remember. Now coming on to the situation of India, जो हमारे examination perspective से important है, and also if a question is asked, maybe in the descriptive one, maybe in the essay one, that what what is your thought about inclusive development, what is your thought about the contribution, what is your thought about equal participation also. So this is the data which is very important to quote. Okay, you cannot just leave it behind, it is important to quote this data. So considering the situation of India, our rank is 131st with a score of 64.4 percentage. Okay, that is 64.4 percentage. It means हमारा जो score है वो क्या है, that is 0.644. Okay, that is in the middle one, बहुत 1 के पास भी नहीं है, but हाँ एक 5 की line में भी नहीं है, it is more little more than that. So we need to bring improvement. Now comparing ourselves with the 2024 situation, so हमारा जो rank है that is decreased here. Okay, that is drop down कितना आया है, by 3. Okay, by 3 pointers due to the performance of the other economies. However, although the rank has been decreased, but we have made improvement in the other sectors also. Okay, where we have improved, where in which subcategory we've improved here. So it has shown the absolute terms or improvement by the absolute terms, that is by 0.3 percentage points. One of the dimensions where India increases its parity is economic participation as well as opportunity. So this is what we are going to see in the coming slides. And what is the number here? That is to the percentage, right? This is where the score has been improved by 9.9 percentage points. Okay, that is by 0.9 percentage points to what? To 40.7 percentage. So again a comparison has been made here beta, and you people have to remember it. Okay, then when it comes on to the parity, that is estimated in earned income rises from 28.6 percentage to 29.9 percentage positively, that is impacting the sub-index score. Okay, this is also important to remember. Similarly, the scores in, that is in labor force participation rate remains the same, that is 45.9%, duplicating India's heavy highest level date achieved to date in education attainment. The India score is 97.1% beta, that is reflecting a positive shift, as in female have also started participating here. Okay, then when it comes on to what, then when it comes on to what is important here. Okay, so we have okay, so this is a positive score, and when it comes on to what, India also records a higher parity in the health and survival. This is what I was seeking. So we have better scores in the health and survival also, which shows us that when it comes on to sex ratio, so we have improved scores here. Okay, then we have slight drop in the parity, which is the latest edition, as in we have dropped down from the past year, that is by 0.6 percentage points. Okay, but although we are good in what, educational attainment, we are good here, health and survival maybe we are scoring good. Okay, then when it comes on to political participation as well as political empowerment, so here we have a decline, that is by 0.6 points, but female participation in the parliamentary falls, that is from 14.7 percentage, that is in the parliament participation, okay, to 13.8 percentage in 2025, lowering the 2023 levels. This is what has been shown here. Similarly, the share in women ministerial roles also have been also fell down, that is right from 6.5% to what, 5.6%, that is moving indicator score 5.9 percentage further away this year, that is from the highest level, that is 30% in the 2019. So this is the important data that we have with respect to India. Okay, now you can just see the further situation as in the further chart with all of us. The score, the rank here is 131st, the score here is 0.644 when it comes on to global gender parity. Then we have further categories, sub categories here. तो उनके अंदर स्कोर क्या क्या है बेटा? अगर मैं इकोनॉमिक पार्टिसिपेशन एंड अपॉर्चुनिटी की बात करूँ तो यहाँ पे स्कोर है 0.407 and the score and the rank here is 144th. Okay, similarly this is the comparison of 2024. Okay, so we are not going to see it. If you want to make a comparison you can. Okay, so यहाँ पे हम पिछले साल 2024 में हमारा जो रैंक था that was 142nd. इस बार जो है हमारा रैंक जो है वो improve करा है, that is what now we have 40, now we are at 144th rank. Similarly, educational attainment की अगर मैं बात करूँ so score यहाँ पे कितना है बेटा, that is 0.971 and the rank is 110th. अगर मैं पिछले साल से compare करूँ so हमारा जो rank था that was 112th. so यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा decrease जो है हमें देखने को मिला. Similarly, health and survival की अगर मैं बात करूँ 0.954 is the rank, is the score, which was good, which was decent. But जो हमारा rank है वो कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा सा जो है वो एक percentage थोड़ा सा जो है वो increase करा है, that is 143rd. पिछले साल कितना था, it was 142nd. so yes, there is a increase in it but a little one. Similarly, we have political empowerment. So last time जो rank है that was 65th. now we have rank of 69th. जो participation जो score है यहाँ पे that is 0.245. so here is the place where we need to improve here. Okay, then we have economic participation में भी sub categories. This is not very important to remember, but if you remember the participation of the major categories only, जैसे economic participation हो गया, education attainment हो गया, health हो गया, political participation हो गया, so that is very much enough to remember. Then we have about the case of India. So we've already told you that the score here is 64.4 percent. That is this that this is in the percentage form. Now when it comes on to scores, that is near to 0.64 4. Then जो हमारा South Asia के साथ अगर हम comparison करें, so we are behind how many economies, that is 1 Bhutan, Nepal as well as Sri Lanka, and we are ahead of Maldives, Pakistan, and that is in the region. Similarly, when it comes on to sub indexes, so हमारा जो economic participation opportunity है that is 40.7 percentage, improved by 0.9%. earned income parity हमारी पहले थी 28.6, now we've improved, that is 29.9. labor force participation rate, that is steady, that is 45.9 percentage. Similarly, when it comes on to educational attainment, so 97.1 percentage is the score here. We have improved in the literacy as well as tertiary education. when it comes on to health and survival, so यहाँ पे भी हमने improvement जो है वो दिखाई है. political अगर मैं participation empowerment की बात करूँ, so यहाँ पे we have a major, not a major, but we have a little decline, that is 5.9%. women जो participation है in parliament ये भी decrease हुई है. पहले 14.7 percentage was the point, was the case. now we are at 13.8 percentage. Similarly, when it comes on to women in the ministerial roles, so पहले it was 6.5 percentage. now it has again decreased, that is 5.6 percentage. so this is the data of sub indexes that we have. now who are the fast improvers here? so that is one, Saudi Arabia. हमने comparison पढ़ा था ना कि जो पिछले साल से अगर मैं compare करूँ, so कितने जो हमारी countries हैं उन्होंने improve करा है. so we have Saudi Arabia who has improved, Mexico, Ecuador, similarly Bangladesh, Ethiopia, they mandate the progress in the closing gaps across the income levels. Similarly, Bangladesh is especially notable, that is ranking 24th globally, much higher than India. so we need to think on it. okay, when countries like Bangladesh are ahead of us, so we need to think that where is the gap coming from and on what basis analysis are there. also, it is very important for you to mention maybe in your notes or maybe in the comment section that when it comes on to education, so what are the steps, what are the schemes that have been taken by the government of India to ensure the equal participation. and similar is for that decentralized part, the political party, the political participation, health और जो हमारे बाकी सब categories हैं. it is very important for you to mention in the comment section या फिर अपने notes में कहीं write down करके रखना. ठीक है. now we have a question that is based on this particular report. so this says that the gender gap report 2025 published by World Economic Forum assess countries on gender equality across 4 dimensions. That we have economic participation opportunity, educational attainment, health and survival, as well as economic empowerment. Now, according to the report, the world has closed A of the global gender gap in 2025. Although this marks progress from the previous years, it estimated that it will take B years to achieve full gender parity if current trends continues. India ranks dash out of 148 countries, falling behind most of its South Asian neighbors. While the country has made some improvements in the economic participation, that is earned income parity rose to 29.9%. It saw a decline in political empowerment also. In contrast, D has retained its position as the most gender equal country in the world for 16th consecutive years. And among the fastest improving countries in terms of gender parity, E stands out by achieving a global rank of 24, significantly higher than India, largely due to its consistent progress in the political participation by women. Now here is the first question in front of your screen. What is the participation of the global gender gap that has been close to 2025? Now you people have to tell me which one is the correct answer. Correct. So this is what? This is 68.8%. Those individuals who've written, who've marked B here, that is the correct one. Next question, how many years will it take to close the gender gap globally at the current rate? Is it 95 to 102 years, 108 to 115 years, 123 to 132 years, या फिर 135 to 145 years, या फिर 150 to 160 years? Correct. So the correct answer is 123 to 132 years. That is 3 or the C1. Okay. Next question, what is the India's rank in global gender parity index 2025? Now I don't think that you need to even think about it. I don't think that you need to go with the options also. So that is what, 131st. Okay, 131st. Also mention that out of how many countries it has been ranked 131st. Now which country has remained the most gender equal for 16 years in a row? Now again, this is a kind of question which you need not to think about. That is again our Iceland. Okay, and this is the first ranker here, that is E. Good. Next question, which South Asian country ranks 24th globally in the gender parity? Is it Bhutan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, or फिर Maldives? So again, this is again an easy question which we just read. That is what? That is C, which is Bangladesh. Okay, which is Bangladesh. So I hope each and everything is clear to you, beta. That is it. That is it. And I've tried my best to tell you each and everything about it. Now this much information is very much enough from your examination perspective. You need not to go towards the report and read it by yourself, because each and everything I've covered here only the important information which is important from your examination perspective. We've also seen a kind of question which have high chances, a similar kind of question is not going to be asked again, but the information that is in it, maybe a question can be asked on it. Okay, so all right, thank you so much for joining the session. If you have any doubt, you can just pin that in the comment section and I'll see it. Okay, also if you have any doubt related to your preparation, I have my Telegram channel which is Economy with Payal. Okay, I'm repeating again, Economy with Payal. So if you have any doubt related to your preparation, you can just join it and ask me questions there. Of course, I'll address it. Thank you so much for joining the session. Again, telling you, if you have any doubt, beta, just write that in the comment section and I'll see it. Okay, till then, take care and keep revising. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much.